A mandolin is the key to thin, even slices every time in this simple spring weeknight dish. Here's Food and Wine's root vegetable Tian. Before we begin, be sure to subscribe below. For thin, even slices of hearty root vegetables like we're using here, sweet potatoes and parsnips, you'll want to use a clean, sharp mandolin. While the vegetable is still long enough to safely hold, you can just use it bare, but the grip or a towel that comes with a mandolin will help protect your fingers while you're cutting. If your mandolin didn't come with a grip, you can also use the ends of a fork and stab the base of the vegetable and use that to grip it. With something juicy like beets, you may want to use gloves to not stain your hands. Here we're using canned chickpeas because they're super simple and make this a very quick weeknight dish, but we also want to use the liquid in the can. It's really concentrated and full of starch, so it's going to help thicken this pureed chickpea base. If you're really in a hurry, you could also substitute a fresh store-bought hummus, but those usually have a bit of tahini and lemon and some flavoring in them, so you won't get quite the same texture. Now comes the layering. Our pureed chickpeas are going to act as a base, so we can create a beautiful spiral with these thinly cut vegetables. So just alternate every few slices, create the pattern that you like. There's a nice rosy hue if you use orange sweet potatoes, deep red beets, bright red onions, and creamy white parsnips, but use what you have on hand. This beautiful root vegetable Tian was actually developed by a food stylist and recipe developer, Susan Spungen, who knows how the visual impact of a dish makes all the difference. So you have gorgeous rows of thinly sliced root vegetables all lined up in a gorgeous baking dish. Now we're gonna layer on even more flavor with some nutty, sharp, funky Parmigiano-Reggiano cheese and fresh thyme leaves. We're brushing with plenty of extra virgin olive oil to help the cheese stick, but also to flavor and moisten the vegetables. This simple but elegant root vegetable Tian is not only a nice hearty springtime dinner, but it can be made ahead, so it's easy to serve for company or on any weeknight. Don't forget to season every step of the way. We added salt to the pureed chickpeas, and we're adding salt and pepper here. We want flavor in each bite of the dish, not just resting on top. Using a fork to help sprinkle the cheese is a nice way of helping get an even spread, but you can just as easily use your hands or a spoon. Now we're adding fresh garlic, which will get nice and sweet in the oven. The first part of the bake is covered, and that way the vegetables have time to cook through and get really soft and tender without burning the top. Then we'll simply remove the foil and allow the cheese to brown. This beautiful root vegetable Tian is great for entertaining or a weeknight dinner. There's an added heartiness from the chickpeas, and the beautiful spiral makes it an elegant dish to serve any night.